Has the real estate market in Brantford starting to rebound already in the early parts of 2023? Home prices in Brantford did take a steep decline down from where they were in February 2022, but there are signs that the real estate market here is starting to improve. We've even seen a slight raise in price month over month. Now, it's important to note that not everywhere in Brantford has seen the same price correction. So it's important that you reach out to your realtors so that you get an exact picture of what's going on in your neighborhood. If you would like for us to go into a deep dive of what's going on in your neighborhood, reach out to us in any way you can, and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction so you know exactly what's going on in your local market. So let's get to it right now. There were 102 homes sold across all of Brantford in the month of January. This is down 34% year over year, but is actually up 9.8% month over month. This is in line with what we are seeing with buyers as they are starting to gain confidence in the market and are returning back to get the houses that they want. There were 324 new listings that hit the market last month. Now, this is a 32% increase year over year and a 43% increase month over month. This could be a sign that sellers are starting to get some confidence, just like the buyers, back in the market, and they are getting ready to move. The overall inventory of homes left on the market at the end of the month dipped from 4.4 months down to 4.29 months. So that means if there were no new homes to come on the market, it would take 4.29 months to sell them all. Even though this is a slight decrease in the inventory levels, this keeps us in a balanced market. The average sales price for a detached house in Brantford for January 2023 was $714,153. Now, this is down 21% year over year, but is actually up 5% from just last month. Home prices have started to level off. With that said, we are starting to see more activity from buyers, more showings happening, more open house visitors, along with homes selling in and around their asking price, with a few actually going into multiple offer situations. When it comes to the overall decline in home prices year over year, I expect this number to be drastically cut in the next couple of months as we start to be comparing the numbers to where they were last year at the peak. So anywhere between March and April, I expect those numbers of the decline in prices year over year to go back to a normal level, and we may even see increases of anywhere between 2 to 5% year over year going forward. This is where a normal market should be. This is typical of what you would have seen before the pandemic, before we got used to these double-digit increases year over year. So at the time of this video, the new inflation numbers for the month have not been released yet, but the Bank of Canada did decide to raise the overnight interest rate by 0.25%. This is the lowest increase they've done to the overnight rate in 8 consecutive hikes. This brings the overnight interest rate to 4.5%. Now, the Bank of Canada did say this is where they're expecting to keep this rate, but they did not rule out any future hikes just in case inflation numbers don't come in where they want them to. People are predicting that the inflation rate will drop to 2.6% for the rest of the year. If this is where inflation numbers start to go, we can expect the Bank of Canada to hold on their promise of not raising their interest rates any further. Let me know down in the comments below what you think is going to happen with the real estate market in the next 6 months. Also, drop a comment down below if you're thinking about buying or selling in 2023 and you have any questions or you're unsure of anything. Just put the comment down below and we'll be sure to point you in the right direction. So what does this mean for sellers? Well, last month we did see an increase in the number of new homes coming to the market. This could be a sign that other homeowners are starting to get confident in where the market is headed, and it could mean that we are headed into an early spring market. Since prices have started to level off, it is going to be easier to accurately price your house, and accurately pricing your house is one of the most important things that you're going to want to do. Now, if you've accurately priced your house and done everything you can to get your house ready for sale and gotten the exposure through the internet where most people are starting their search, there's a good chance your house could go into multiple offers. Now, this is not to say that you're going to expect to see the craziness we saw in the previous years with multiple offers. You're looking more along the range of 2 to 5 offers as opposed to the craziness we saw last year. Now, the results and the offers you get will largely depend on your pricing strategy and how you approach the market. You're going to want to make sure that your home gets the most exposure online, as that's where a majority of the home buyers start their search today. What does this mean for buyers? As interest rates start to level off, and for the first time fixed rate mortgages are less than variable rate mortgages, you can expect to see a lot more buyers returning to the market with confidence now that they've had the time to adjust their expectations. Now, there is still a healthy supply of homes out there, so the chances of you getting into a multiple offer situation are still slim, but there is lots of opportunities and lots of houses out there for you to choose from, and it makes it easier to find the home you're looking for. Since the Bank of Canada didn't rule out any future rate hikes, my advice holds firm. Speak to your mortgage lender as soon as you can to lock in today's interest rate so you are shielded from any future rate hikes for 120 days. Now, you do have to remember that once the 120 days is locked in, you have 120 days in order to find your house and move in. Once you're locked into your rate, you want to get that ball moving immediately. The home you're looking for is out there, and prices are more reasonable now than ever. So don't wait, get started today. If you found this video helpful in any way, consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can stay on top of everything that's happening here in the Brantford real estate market, and you can help other people just like you find this video. If you like this video, then you're going to want to watch this video right here where I go through another thing you're going to want to know about Brantford, Ontario.